G'day guys and girls, Bazbox here, and today we are back with Space Engineers. As you can see, we are in our ship here. Now let's get our HUD back so I know what I'm actually doing. As you can see, we've got a couple of little pointers on the right hand side there. We've got a body location. I got stuck in an asteroid, so I had to kill myself just off camera. We also got a freighter coming our way, but that's not the big thing I want to show you guys. Cruising through space, I seen something just beautiful out in the distance, and there it is. It is the floating donut. From a distance, it was perfectly smooth. I thought, no way, does that look like a donut? But so I got closer, it was a bloody donut. So we're going to go fly to that now. What I've been doing is I've been going to asteroids, just searching for the raw materials we need for the reverse thrusters. I don't know if I'm going to continue doing this. It's taken me a long time just to get what little thruster components we already have. And really, is there a... No, we can't change view in here. So we're going to fly to it very gently because I've crashed this thing a few times. But I have been having a bit of problems finding cobalt and I think not magnesium. I found magnesium but didn't need it. That's where I got stuck, just trying to get a little bit of that. Hopefully we won't crash into this either. Yeah, we got iron, we got silver. This actually has a bit more raw materials than I thought it would have. I don't think we need any of that at the moment. We could always use iron. Iron's used for everything. We have ice. Let's aim down. Aim down, not up. So it looks like, yeah, only the three things, but... Oh shit. I didn't know I was that close. Alright, let's see what the damage is. Gotta be more mindful. This is a big ship. Hopefully we haven't hit the refinery or anything like that. Okay, we just saved by inches there. That was close. We would have lost our scanner on top. But this is not a huge boulder or anything, but it is big enough. Ship probably won't fit through there though. So we're not going to try it. Thought I seen a little hole in there, and just a little divot. So today's episode, we're just going to go searching for an asteroid, hopefully big enough to find I've been over there, not much going on over there. But we're looking for an asteroid with the ingredients we need to make. What's this? Oh, no, okay, that's normal. That's all right. We're okay. Like there is a bit. We should actually build just a little protective shield at the front, like a bumper bar or a bull bar or something, like what you have on your car, just for a spaceship. And sorry if the audio, you can hear a bit of swooshing in the background. It's a very windy day today. I think I'm copying it all week. So if you hear that, that's all that is. Bit of the wind going on. So we've got a dog running around here as well. So it might be a little bit noisy, but I'm sure it won't be too bad. So I think for now, keep on heading in this direction. Maybe that one over there. It looks a bit far away, but we'll have a look at it. Hopefully once we get a bit closer. It's big, it has lots of materials, because that's what we need. It's hard to tell where I've been and where I haven't been before, but I'm pretty certain I haven't been over there. It's in the opposite direction of that big one I had a look at earlier. All that had was a bit of gold and stuff. Actually, before we head off, we'll go look at the ingredients we actually need. Go to this control panel over here. Not the ingredients, the raw materials we need. We need cobalt. We need a lot more cobalt. And we need a bit more gold and platinum. That's the big one at the moment. I can't find an asteroid anywhere with platinum. I've seen the other ones in other asteroids, but just can't find that one. So we're going to head off down there in the bottom, and I'll be right back once we get close. Hopefully I don't run into it. Alright guys, we're coming in a little bit hot. Hopefully we slow down in times. I've come really close a few times, sometimes too close. This is a weird shape one too. It's not a donut shape, is it? With a little thing at the end. Alright, looks like we're pretty good. We've got a pretty close asteroid over there too. And we have uranium. Uranium might be coming in handy, as you can see. 3 hours, a few minutes, just trying to slow down. So it might be a good idea getting a bit more fuel for this thing. And I'm going to crash into this thing, aren't I? Nope. So we've got iron, uranium. Probably a good idea to pick up some iron as well, just to... Oh, we've got something else down there. It's probably ice. Those are normally the three main ones. Yeah, ice. Ice all the time. I don't know what that's for. Maybe for making oxygen. Alright, but we're going to get nice and close. We're going to pick up some fuel. We're going to pick up some iron as well. I'll just quickly do an inventory on how much we have of iron. As we've got a little bit of fuel in there. We're actually getting down some gold that we got. We got a fair bit of gold. Lots of stone. And we've got a little bit of iron in here. We've got a bit of uranium. Let's put that at the front. Actually, that's probably the most important thing. It only stacks in one of these reactors though, so I might have to figure out how I can equally distribute that. Don't know which one it's going into though. I think the bottom one. I'm not 100% sure on that. But anyway, while we're here, we're going to just pick up some resources. We might get lucky, there might be another one in there we just haven't picked up on our scanner. We're still a fair distance away from it. Little crater in here too, so we can have a quick squeeze in here, hopefully not get stuck. Alright, there would be the ice there. Nothing really going on up here. But we can go to that one next, I think, after we get a few supplies from this crater. So I'll be right back after we get to that next asteroid. Alright guys, we're just leaving that crater. Didn't spend too much time there. Wasn't really worried about the iron actually, because you know, you go anywhere you can find iron. So I did 3 loads of uranium, which ended up giving me about 30 kilos. So you get about 9-10 kilos every time you go there. There's a smaller rock that might be closer we could go to. Let's see what happens if I just wanted to go over here. Okay, go back, sit down. Alright, are we still headed to it? Yeah, there we are. Still going there. Gotta make sure you're heading in the right direction. Normally I'd aim a little bit to the right or the left of it. Give me enough room that if I come in a little bit hot, you know, I'm not going to crash into it. The only problem with that is what seems like really close from a distance. Once you get closer, you can just swing by it and you don't even know it. It's happened a couple of times when I went out to these further reaches. So I'm just going to take my time. We're getting pretty close. So turn the dampers back on. It's the Z button. You can see down the bottom left corner, you got your dampers on. Press Z, turns it off, and it just lets you just drift away. Just forward momentum will take you in whichever direction you want to go. You're out in space, so you haven't got air slowing you down. You just continue to go there, potentially forever if you don't put those dampers on. Really don't know what happens if you just leave the game on with the dampers off and see how far you get. Maybe it continues, keeps on making itself. Some games do that, like Minecraft, or they just keep on generating more of the world as you go. I don't know if they're infinite or not. Probably not, but who's gonna really test it? Oh, I thought that's as far as we can go. Stop there for a second. It's still generating more asteroids. Maybe it has. Okay, well let's slow down. Make sure we don't crash into this bastard. It's a weird shaped one too. Don't know what the shape. It nearly looks like a Saturn sort of thing. I think Saturn's the one with the rings. But they're not rings. They're actually part of this asteroid. Slowing down. Alright, we might just stop in time. We're not too close to it yet. We'll try not to crash into it this time because we didn't get much iron. I didn't worry about it because there's probably one on the more iron over here. There's iron everywhere. Pretty much every asteroid has iron in this game. And ice. A lot of ice in this game. So let's just slow down. Can't really do much about the speed of slowing down until we get these thruster components. We could be stuck here for a while too because of these thruster. You need like 960 just to make one. And then that's not including all the other little things you got to make for it. But we can't really do anything without cobalt and platinum, I believe it is. So we're getting close now. Let's see what we got on this one. I'm getting pretty close to it. It hasn't picked up anything yet. Should have at least iron. Maybe it did crash on top there. Doesn't seem to be working. There we go. Iron. We've got ice. As per usual. Let's get a little bit closer. Maybe something else in the core. And that's about it. That's what I've been finding with a lot of these asteroids. I don't know if there's something in the game options or might have to start another game or something because I just can't seem to find the magical ingredients. Might be an idea just to cut down this ship, recycle it. I've crashed again. That's alright. A little scrap, a little love tap. No big deal, no big deal. And yeah, just not working out for us. Let's get down a little bit closer, maybe to one of those other edges. See the ice over there? I believe that's ice. It's poking its head out there. Looks like we might be off to another asteroid. Yeah, I think we'll head to that little guy over there. Maybe use the right controls so I can turn around, turn down there. But yeah, I have been going further and further, and asteroids just keep on popping up. So that's a good thing. That's a good thing for us. More resources. Bad thing is we just can't find the resources we need. So we'll go down here. I can get a little bit annoying with that sun there. Just or that star. It's not the sun. As you can see, I'm off to the left a little bit, and it looks like we're going to pass it. So we'll aim it up a little bit better, a little bit closer to it. Even if it's just a small asteroid, as long as it's got what we need, that's all I'm really worried about. I was thinking about making maybe a central base, so we always know, where we sort of are. Put a beacon on it, maybe even put a beacon on this ship and make a smaller ship. But even that would need more thrusters, and I really don't know what I'm going to do. If we can't find it by the end of this episode, what we need, I might think about changing the game type to something else. I believe there was one on planets, which I wouldn't mind trying that out either. I haven't tried doing a planet stage. When I played a playthrough on this the first time, none of that was here. It was pretty much just choose your settings. It was like a small ship setting where you had a small ship, you had to repair it, and that's pretty much all you had. And that was my favorite. Thought this one would be a little bit more challenging, a little bit more fun. Definitely more challenging. I don't know about fun. It's just been a lot of going along and smashing into things, basically. We seem to be getting closer to that. Right. I had to commit suicide because I was stuck in that thing. With these being really small, that could be just really far away. I thought it was really small, but no, I think it's pretty far away. This could take a little bit to get there, so I'll be right back once we arrive safely. Alright guys, we're back at this very mountainous, not really mountains because they're pretty small, but it's a very pointy looking asteroid, or don't know what you'd call them, if they are asteroids or not. But we do have iron as per usual. We have silicon. Silicon might be handy. Please stop. Silver, silicon, iron, gold. This one's actually not too bad. It might be an idea just making a beacon in here itself, just by itself. And we know we can get at least 4 of the crucial things we need. Let's have a quick look-see out here. Maybe we can have a little bit of a find out here. Dampers off. Let's actually go back in here. No, that's the wrong way. Up here. Yes, thank you. We'll go and we'll just restock up on the things we need. We are running out of H2. Bit of hydrogen. Let's see if there's a way of making it. We've got oxygen tank. How do we get hydrogen? I'm looking in here before in the productions. There's no actual hydrogen thing. There is something called an arc furnace, which I'm not sure what that does, or a projector. There are box or hand. Okay, whatever. Power blocks, conveyors. There's a lot of things we could go through. We could upgrade our mining tools, maybe. What's this elite? Elite actually takes some components we can't really use right now. That's okay. Let's go down to the surface, see what's going on with it. Very, very mountainous. Flying too hard, as you can see. See if there's a hole or something we can use to get in here. Because there's the gold on the outside. It doesn't look like there's anything else. I think everything might be on the outside. There's no like big ways in or anything to the core of this little thing. Oh, here we are. Here we are. How did I not see this? There's a hole straight through the middle of it. So that might be the silicon there. Let's have a closer look. Are you silicon or are you ice? You are. Let's have a quick squeeze at these blocks here. Pick it up. One floating away. Let's have a look at the inventory. This is ice. That's something we do not need at the moment. Maybe later on. That might be handy. Just rock iron. Here's a little hole in here. That's what I like to make, just so everything doesn't fly out. Make a little hole. If you can get gravity in here, that would be good too. Good for smaller ships, especially if you've got a drill on the end of your little ship. Now we've got to find our big ship. Okay, so this is definitely something worth noting. We'll have a look, see if there's actually a beacon. Here we are. Beacon will need power though. Radio communication, that's probably taking more stuff than we need. Let's not worry about it. Don't think we need any of that at the moment. Mostly cobalt and platinum. And everything else I think we're sweet on. What was the other one? Gold. Gold's not actually going to get it. So it might be an idea while we're here to collect a little bit of gold. How much will I need? Probably a lot. But while we're here, we'll go pick up a little bit. Not a whole lot. Hopefully enough to make them components. Maybe if we fly along this thing, we might be able to pick up a few. I'm aiming straight at this thing. A few more. No, just silver, gold, silicon. I've crashed it again, guys. That's okay. It's just the bottom. Have I destroyed one of those? Okay, that's not handy at all. Okay, that's a bit better. What I'm looking for is the gold. The gold's all the way over there. So we'll get close to that. Actually, what we can do, we can get some ammo. We can go over there and see if they got anything worth for us. If they got a ship, obviously they would have a ship, we can enter it. We can take it over. We can then just like break it down and use it for our own ship. That might be the way we might have to go for this, because this is not working out for us. Actually, that's exactly what we're going to do. So what I'm going to do, real quick, I'm going to go over here, because I'm running out of ideas, guys. This could take episodes and episodes just to get a thruster, and I don't want to waste our time doing that. We've wasted enough time with that. Let's have a look here. Yep, uranium's getting built, so not built, refined, bloody hell, refined. So let's be space pirates. Let's go and get us some bounty. Actually, we should stop for a second, make sure we get enough ammo. One way you could probably get ammo is just repeated suicide, because you can collect that stuff back off you, and then I don't know why there's a conveyor there. This is very hard to control at the moment. Let's make some, let's make some bloody ammo. It's production. How can I make ammo? Magazines. We need nickel and magnesium. Let's get rid of that. See if it will come up. Should have got that magnesium when I had the chance. Alright, so, okay, we're done with that. Maybe if we find some planets on the way. If we find the planets with what we need on the way, I'll quickly pass them, see if I get a glimpse of what we need. But for now, let's just head towards this ship. You can nearly see it from here. So this could be a really big ship. And it's moving pretty quick, so docking with it's going to be quite a challenge. But may as well have a go, guys. I want to bore you with the same stuff. It's going to take a little bit, so I'll see you in, a minute or two. Sounds like my house is creaking. There's two things now. What are they? One's a barb, one's a progress. There's three things. There's lots of things. One thing I did forget about is they could have actual guns on their ship. Something I should have maybe looked into making before we got this far. We can just crash into them. Our ship probably is bigger than theirs. That one at the front is very small. So I think I want to get the back ones. One thing that might be a problem is just they're going to be moving. So how would I slow them down? To enemy. Okay, well that's pretty close, but okay, he's gone. Alright, let's try to turn around, get in the same direction as them as they're going. They look like smaller ships. Still a bit of distance away. We can see how quickly things fly. Like that one's already 2k's away. Alright, well for some reason. Yeah, okay. So there's a lot of little things down here. So I'll meet up with the Pact. Getting very close. Hopefully they do not have guns on them. Hopefully we survive. Alright, so we're pretty close to one of them. It's like a little shuttle thing. And they have rockets. That one's got rockets. There's a little drone thing. Okay, so this thing's in progress. Whatever this is. Are they shooting at me? Oh, they're shooting at me. Oh, they got rockets. Alright, let's fly towards them. See what happens. They may have hit me. They may have hit me. Am I slowing down? I'm just going around them. Okay, they got the rockets. We're pretty close to them. Let's base them. So that's pretty cool, whatever that is. If I do die here, I'm not gonna like respawn or anything. Actually, there are a few respawn options. I'll show you guys that. But one of them's just a respawn at your medical bay, and the other ones are, I'm not 100% sure what they do, but we might click on one of them instead. This is very hard to get in with them. Maybe they're probably turning to. A rocket must have come pretty close if it's screwed up my camera like this. I think we go try to, well, they got rockets, so I think we try to run into them. If I can just get close enough. I'll be back once something happens. I'm using the fire button, and it's making my thing on top go off. Alright, well, it's good to know. And I'm letting them get away. So yeah guys, this is pretty fruitless. I can't seem to actually keep up with them or anything. Just can't get close enough. So maybe by getting further back I can get a better turn on them, and I can sort of head them off. That's what I'm attempting to do now. I'm getting closer slowly, so it shouldn't take too much longer. Getting quicker and quicker, closer and closer. So we are going to head them off. Nope, nope. Faster. Faster. Yeah, just can't keep up with them. I think they're just doing big circles as well, because that's all I seem to be doing. And their ship is faster. Like I'm at full steam and they're just pulling away. So yeah, that was pretty fruitless, guys. So I'll come back when I figure out what I'm doing next. Oh, did I get him? Did I get him? Oh, I got him, guys. I got him. There's one of the spats gone. Oh shit, he's still firing at me. Alright, so it looks like he's slowing down. He's still got rockets. We've still got a lot of ship that we can hit him with. This is not helping me, this view. Alright, now he's behind me. And then, oh, we destroyed that rocket that we've been building, or that thruster. So, he's stuck there. I'm pretty sure he hasn't got as much power as he did. So I think we can get him. I think we can get him again. Maybe we should start doing stuff to this ship to make it a little bit more manageable to fly. Break it down completely. Maybe just have a little thruster ship we can have. That might be the way to go. Because if we get rid of pretty much everything, which let's actually have a look at that. I'm not going to mess with them anymore. This is just me mucking around now. I just really don't know where to go with this. But I'm going to potentially, we'll find an asteroid. That one's pretty close, or the closest one I can find. Now that the other thruster's gone, you know, we'll move on to the next project. What I'm thinking is we take apart this whole ship piece by piece. We'll use this next rock here. We'll make a smaller, more efficient ship. Won't be as big, bulky, and probably a more complete ship too, because this is very big, it's very fast, but we're in space, so you can only get to the maximum of, oh, there's a couple of rocks down there we can have a look at. But we'll just tear this apart, keep the main things. We can just move them maybe move the refinery. It'll be a complete ship, but it'll be much smaller, a little slower, but we'll have a lot of spare parts for other things. Maybe eventually making a base and making a little asteroid killer, just eat the whole thing. We may have been here before, I'm not sure. This one looks a bit like a donut with a pimple, gumball attached to it. But we'll slow down here, we'll get pretty close to it, maybe make a platform off it. That way we can land this thing safely to it. I'm not sure how we'll land this thing, how the gears work, how the landing gear works. But make a little platform off it, we can build off that. And then we can figure things from there. We're just slowing down, it takes a long time. We can get working on, yeah, hopefully something a bit better than what we got here. Definitely putting guns on it. Alright, so we're stopping over here. We've still got enough thrusters to stop, that's the most important thing. Only the one reverse thruster. We might only use maybe one forward thruster, a couple of the smaller thrusters at the front. Obviously different directions. But we have a lot of thrusters on this thing that we don't need. And oh, these things are still following me. Alright, well, we're going to use this as our last stand here. So maybe those plans actually don't matter at the moment. We're going to take on this drone either way. And they're hanging around. So maybe it was a bad idea getting to them. But we'll go here. We've got a little cave we can hide in. That little drone isn't going to do much to this big ship. That is one. Okay, maybe not. Maybe I was wrong. Alright, let's get some hand tools here. We got this, so we can put that there. We got 180 bullets. Let's make it count, guys. Where's this drone? Oh shit, should put dampers on. Let's get a bit closer so we know we're getting it. Oh shit. Well, he got us. Got us, guys, and that's gonna do it. Yeah, we're fighting a drone. We can go to planetary lander. We go Mars, planetary landing. We got all these different things. Small drill ship. Let's do that. Respawn. Small drill ship. Temporary ship. It will be removed when you leave the game. So let's have a look. Oh my god! Look at this thing. This is very maneuverable. Let's see what its configuration. Okay, it's got 6 little ones on the back, 2 little ones on the front. This is a little drill ship. This is actually a good idea. Really don't know what I can do with it. There's a lot of options on this game, just for like a random game. So it's still in the world and stuff. I wasn't sure about that. It is a little slower. Does slow down pretty good though. This is really cool. So this could give me options for the next game. Can I use the drill? Is there a drill button? How to configure for tools? Okay, so let's cool. Let's see if we can actually. This is going to take a long time because we're so far away, guys. But I'm going to actually let's not fuck around with that at the moment. Let's go over here, see if we can get closer to this little thing over here. Let's see how the drill ship works. So I think what I'm going to do is maybe start a new game with a new option. Now that I know that we can respawn these different things, I can go through, see what designs are out there. Or I might just start a new game with what we got there. I might come back a little bit later. I'm not sure, I'm just going to test things out, but let's see what happens here. I'm going in too quickly. Okay, too quickly to see what happens. It exploded and took out a good portion of that thing. Oh, so we can only... Okay, so there's a time limit for these things. So let's see what escape pod does. That's like the more... makes more sense. So we're in an escape pod. It's just a little pod that we can't do anything. So if we had a base or something, we could take the escape pod and land there, or we can just go to the station. Yeah, I think I'm going to quit this game, guys. And yeah, I'll come back with it in the next episode, I guess, what we do now. I didn't realise how long I've been going for. But I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. You see what happens when you attack a fleet of little bastards that are more well equipped than you. Give it a thumbs up if you did enjoy it. Please leave a comment. What should I do next? I was going to go straight into it and start doing it, but I want to hear from you guys first. So next couple of days, I'll be starting that up again. And please subscribe to my videos if you want to see more of them and more of me. But most importantly, guys, you have a great day and a fulfilling life. See you next time.